Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Chag Sameach to those of you still eating matzah.
Exactly.
There are some of us here who are observing a day of Passover, 8 days. Earlier in our morning services, you'll see all the lights are on. We had Yizkor this morning. We had a small shift in our Amidah, our standing prayer. We switched from our one-line prayer for rain, which is said during the winter, to the one-line prayer for dew that we say during the summer. Geshem and Tal, rain and dew. We pray for each in its season. Geshem all winter and Tal as summer approaches. Of course, we're not praying for this to happen in Great Neck, but we're praying for this to happen in the land of Israel, where our prayers have their roots. And in a desert climate, water is clearly a gift from God. And it's easy for us to forget that, especially on a rainy day like today. But our liturgy reminds us to do so all the time. And so through the winter and early spring, we've prayed the words, Mashif haruach umarid hagashem, you cause the winds to blow and the rains to fall. And with the end of Passover, we pray, Morid hatal, praising God for creating life-giving dew. I've always loved dew. It's beautiful, it's mysterious. It almost seems magical. You wake up, it's on your car, it's in the fields, it's in the grass. Of course, the scientific processes are well understood. I don't see Chris Bazinet here, so he doesn't have to talk to me after services to explain how dew works. I'm going to keep my own spiritual and magical explanation for it. Dew to me represents really heavenly beauty. It's omnipresent, mysterious, and it's blessing everyone equally, no matter who we are. And so I am very, very grateful for this change in our liturgy. And in thinking about the change of the weather, I'm reminded, Rabbi Meir, of one of my most favorite jokes. I'm channeling you. I'm going to try to tell a joke.
Elliot woke up.
So a new cantor joins a congregation, and he's leading his first service with the rabbi. And he noticed an older congregant walk up to the rabbi and say, Rabbi, can you please turn down the air conditioning? It's too cold. Can you turn up the air conditioning? It's too hot. So the rabbi, listens to him and he takes care of it. As the service continues, the same congregant complains it's too cold, and he complains it's too hot, too cold, too hot, and the rabbi takes care of it. The service, that's what rabbis do. The rabbis take care of things. Cantors do so too. So after the service is over, the cantor comes up to the rabbi and says, Rabbi, I was so impressed with your patience with this person. He kept coming up to you, and you took care of it. How do you do it? And the rabbi says, it's no big deal. We've never had an air conditioner. Yeah, very good. Yes.
That's an 8.5.
I just sent this message to Jonathan Muniz, telling him to turn the heat on. Look.
The heat is off. There's no air conditioner.
Can we
Anyway.
Excellent.
It's a true story.
Exactly. Every president.
So may this Shabbat bring you lots of laughter, warmth, and joy and meaning, and much, much light. And to help us bring in more light for this Shabbat, I invite Arlene Nevins to help us with the candles.
Arlene.
Shabbat candles. Our prayer can be found on page 2 of our prayer book, page 2. Let me get your prayer book.
Asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Gam Shel Yontiv, exact, Yom Tov.
So we continue greeting Shabbat with our Psalms for Shabbat. We're going to begin on page 12 with Lechuna Ranana, with the melody we learned a couple of weeks ago with Alana Arian. Lechuna Ranana, Psalm 96, page 12. Let us sing unto God a new song. Let us sing unto God a new song. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Lechu neranena l'Adonai, nariya letzur yishenu, nekadma fanav betoda, bizmirot nariya lo. Bizmirot nariya lo. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Let us sing out to God. Let us sing unto God a new song. Let us sing unto God a new song. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Let us turn to Psalm 99, Romamu, on page 17. Page 17. The last paragraph.
Romemu, Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, vehishtahavu lehar kodsho. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, vehishtahavu lehar kodsho. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, vehishtahavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu, Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, vehishtahavu lehar kodsho.
We turn to Lachadodi on page 20 as we try to direct our thoughts, our prayers, our hearts to that possibility of connection to holiness, to experiencing a kind of unconditional acceptance and love and possibility. That's probably what we imagine when we stand under a chuppah. And that's what every Friday night, Chadudi tries to transport us to that place, to those places of possibility, of unconditional openness and compassion and generosity of spirit. Chadudi on page 20.
Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'litila lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva orech, kumi ori, uri, uri, shir daberi. Kevod Adonai alayich nigla lechadodi likrat
לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We greet the Sabbath bride with verse 9. If it is your custom, I invite you to rise and face the entryway as we wait for the beginning, the entrance of Shabbat into our midst with verse 9.
בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הללויה, 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 הללויה.
You know, I have these moments in prayer where some connection happens, and one just did for me. It's small but meaningful to me. We're about to offer on page 24 Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem is about the angels in our lives, right? Malachei Elyon, Malachei Asharet, the angels who take care of us. And the connection, the sweet connection that I'm thinking about that just struck me is that we just offered Lecha Dodi. So what? Exactly, I agree. Lee, you okay? Oh, okay. I thought you were actually had collapsed. I get it. I get it. No, you're fine. That's all that matters to me. And the door is closed. So the refrain, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, come my beloved, and we're going to welcome the bride. And you could say a lot about it. Pnei Shabbat nikabala, the face of Shabbat nikabel. We will let us receive it. And it struck me, and this is actually a very meaningful thing. I encourage anyone to do this. You know, when we're offering prayers, what look like statements, turn them into questions. In other words, maybe we actually ask ourselves, how is it? How do we go about receiving the face of another? I mean, it's a very pragmatic, practical question. Do I do it with, usually I do it with, I don't know, finish the sentence. We each have our own way of finishing the sentence. Very oftentimes I meet, I greet, I welcome, I receive the face of another, the being of another with, what? Beth, what'd you say? Okay, you are like that. That's true. It's true. The point is for us to be self-reflective and ask ourselves, how do we do? What is my norm? What are my norms? And on Shabbat in particular, it's a time to be able to see other and wow, you have the face of Shabbat on you, Pnei Shabbat. That's you. And maybe it's not just only about, this 2-minute prayer. Maybe the prayer is about the rest of the minutes of the week. So, all of that, I don't know if I made the connection, but when we welcome the angels, Shalom Aleichem, which I ask us to do, greet someone, introduce yourself if you don't know someone. You're allowed to cross the aisle. We'll take a moment to greet each other, wish each other a Shabbat Shalom, and we'll come back together in a moment, in about 30 seconds. Come on, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Let me be a nudge. Stand up and greet someone.
serious, like that's true. Like in moments of vulnerability, like that woman was an angel to us.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Anyway,
And all it took was,
just a smile,
all right,
and a kind word.
exactly. All right. You know, actually, it strikes me that Cantor, Vlad, and I know virtually all of you. I know that I'll speak for myself. It gives me so much pleasure to see some people who don't know each other saying hello. You had no idea how happy it makes me feel. Thank you, Dorit. Thank you. Okay, Cantor Lappin, are we on page 24?
We are on page 24. Join with us. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Let's rise for the Baruch Hu on page 28. 28.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
Page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God,
Ruler of the universe,
who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars and their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני אמרי ורבי.
Amen. 32.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת מצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Please be seated. 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בעם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
Page 40. Okay. Page 40. Michamocha.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamoha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Page 42, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu Shomreinu lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu Shomreinu lechayim Ufros aleinu Sukat shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukat shlomecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu Shomreinu lechayim.
Page 45.
A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world. Scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day. And eternity utters a day. Yai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world. Scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day. And eternity utters a day. Yai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai. Please rise, page 46, our standing prayer. Adonai, Adonai, asaftai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Anora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezocher Chazei Avot Ve'imachot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש, האל הקדוש.
We take a few moments for our own private, personal prayer, either prayers on the page and meditations of your heart, standing or seated, whatever's your custom or your comfort. In a couple moments, we'll come back together on page 62.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. יאי לה 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 לה, יאי לה 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 לה, יאי לה 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 לה, יאי לה 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 לה, יאי לה 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 לה, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו
If you are thinking of someone tonight in need of healing, whether it's spiritual, physical, any type of healing, we invite you to say the names of those people as we walk up and down the aisles. We are going to continue on page 253. Please join with us on page 253.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו, may the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habrach Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So, Shabbat Shalom all. I don't really have it in me to give 2 sermons in a day. And so the sermon happened this morning when we were surrounded by the lights of Yizkor. Thank you, Gloria, and a couple of your assistants. So tonight I want to teach something, think about a subject with us. What's the journey we're on? We're going from where to where? From slavery from Egypt to freedom, Mount Sinai, exactly, all right, all correct. From the slavery of Egypt to freedom of Sinai. That's interesting. Freedom of Sinai is what? Yeah, the freedom of Mount Sinai. It's interesting. That's so cool. That's God calling. The freedom of Mount Sinai is actually, I don't know, I'm just saying it, the freedom of obligation. Mount Sinai is obligation. I didn't know I was going to get to this so immediately, but yes. It's the freedom of obligation. I am free to choose my commitments. And I wholeheartedly choose my commitment. That's the journey. And like before we get married, we have a whole lot of preparing that we have to do. In some worlds, actually, bride and groom, husband and wife, they won't see each other for days. Sometimes we go to a mikveh in advance of the ceremony. There's a lot of preparing for the chuppah, not just buying the dress, not just buying the whatever. There's a lot of spiritual preparing, and that's actually what this time is. The counting of the Omer is that spiritual preparation. I mean, after all, it would be sort of, I don't know, underwhelming to just go and be at your chuppah without any preparation. You get the point, or the analogy? To go and stand with God at Mount Sinai and not have prepared. That doesn't seem so right. So I want to think about preparing, and in the context of Pesach, we've already submitted ourselves to a certain kind of freedom through obligation. I mean, how many mitzvahs and obligatory acts did we perform over the last week? Not plenty of acts that, in the normal course of things, we probably wouldn't do, right? Am I being clear? Like all of the preparation and the meal and the seder and it's a lot of submitting. I love that sound. More. It's a lot of submitting. So the first thing I want to do, though, is I want to sing with us, even though I know we've sung a lot. But every night or every day, I could say, we count a day of the Omer. The day we're going to count today at the end of my time right here, it was the day after 6. If I said it now, I'd kind of break the rule. So I want to. Some of us, I think, are familiar with this, but there's a meditation that you sing before you actually count the Omer. Hopefully, we all have this text that Anne was so wonderfully distributing as we can. Before I sing it, I'm going to just frame this. Is the microphone coming in and out? Even my hands, Vlad? I thought that the only thing that was moving was my hands. Tell me if I've moved. Anyway, there's a question in the world of self-improvement, in the world of business. How long does it take to make a new habit, to form a new habit? What's the answer? 30 days, Danny says. Any other answers? Some say 21. I've heard, what? 18? I know you can find lots of different answers, from 18 days to 8.5 months. And it actually, of course, it varies depending on what kind of habit you're trying to create. If it's an exercise habit versus a eating habit, they're very different. So I'm told, so I've read. So in a way, the subject is, this is all about spiritual, it's mindfulness, building new. Okay, here's the meditation. I am ready and prepared to fulfill the mitzvah. I'm sorry, I want to make it clear. We're on the side of the page, the top of which says Leviticus 23:15. Okay, Leviticus 23:15. I am ready and prepared. Read it with me. It's just the English, the italicized English. I am ready and prepared to fulfill the mitzvah as it is written in Torah. You shall count for yourselves from the day after Shabbat, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the waving. 7 complete weeks shall you count. You can stop there. According to the counting of the Omer, how many days does it take to form a new habit? 49. I don't know if they were describing it that way, but okay, I want to sing it in Hebrew. And the Hebrew is there and the transliteration is there. Hineni muchan u'mezuman, Hineni muchan u'mezuman, Hineni muchan u'mezuman, Lekayem mitzvat aseh, Lekayem mitzvat aseh. Second line. Kemo shekatuv batorah, Hineni muchan u'mezuman, Kemo shekatuv batorah, Hineni muchan u'mezuman, Usefatem lachem mimacharat haShabbat, Hineni muchan u'mezuman, miyom aviachem et omer atnufa, Hineni muchan u'mezuman. We'll say the blessing in a few minutes. We just prepared ourselves. Okay? Now I want to ask you to turn the page over. And I want to have a conversation for a couple minutes. This little paragraph that says 7, take it home and maybe make it your conversation over dinner or dessert or lunch tomorrow. Lunch after we celebrate little Judah Lev, by the way. But it's a very meaningful thought. But I'm bringing to you a statement from the Talmud. Amar Rabbi Chanina says, Rabbi Chanina, it's right there in the middle of the page. Gadol mitzuveh uve'oseh. Greater is one who is commanded to do. Yoter mamisha eno mitzuveh ve'oseh. Greater is one who is commanded to do a mitzvah and performs it than one who is not commanded to do a mitzvah and performs it. That's the statement. I hope some of you know this statement because we've talked about it before. So I want to ask a question. What's better? A couple questions. They're there. What's better? Acting out of the generosity of one's heart or out of obligation? What's the answer? The generosity of your heart is better. Okay. You're wrong, but I won't tell you that you're wrong yet. What's better? Personal initiative or fulfilling an obligation or requirement? Personal initiative. Who believes personal initiative? Raise your hand. All right, hold on, Dorit. Who believes that it's better to actually to act for this purpose of or the motivation of fulfilling a requirement? Raise your hand if that's your view. Okay. Lastly, what's better, fulfilling performing an act out of a matter of your free exercise? These are a trick. They're all the same question. Or because it's a compulsory task. What do you think? I didn't mean to put you on the spot. If we were at 101, she would have a great opinion about that. I mean, she would share it. Okay. What's better? Who votes for free exercise versus free exercise? Gloria. Okay. Debbie says free ex. What? Or compulsory task. Okay. Okay. So Dorit says it depends, which is always a good answer. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right answer. But I just want to be clear. I mean, on behalf of the Jewish way and the Talmud, Rabbi Hanina, I want you to be clear that there's only one answer, which is that it's much better to perform our acts because we are obligated to perform them. You want to share a reaction? Remind me your name. I'm sorry. Jenny, do you have a reaction? Yeah, go on. Okay, involved tradition. Yeah. You're obligated to your culture, to your, finish the sentence, or we're obligated in a whole bunch of ways. I mean, I want to be kind of bold, chutzpahdik, and say that you all actually know in your own personal lives that the Talmud is right, even though our culture tricks us into thinking that free will is actually, and a generosity of heart is the best way to do it. You know it. In your professional lives, do we earn much money if we let me show up when I feel moved? There's no what? Money here is one method of measuring value. What is more meritorious? It's one measure. Let me ask you, in our marriages, it's perfectly fine, and our spouse would have been willing to stand with us at the Lachadodi moment if we'd have said to them, I'll be there when I feel like it. Okay, so Michael, that's my line. No, you're entirely right, Michael. So I just want to I like to immerse us in the chomer, the challenge of the question. That's the last insight, Michael. So give us a moment to just struggle or be present in the challenge of this. Think about how challenging it is to live in America, to live in Western culture, which so celebrates autonomy, when your heart's moved, when I feel inspired. Hungry people don't get fed very well or often when it's simply because I want to feel good about how generous I am. I went to I pulled out a shekel from my pocket. That was so nice of me. It was so generous. But many of us, on was it this past Sunday? Sorry. Right. Beth-El has this long tradition of assuming the responsibility, accepting the responsibility of showing up at St. Al's on Easter Sunday to feed hundreds of people. It is about accepting the responsibility. And now comes Rabbi Elman's insight. This is a trick question. It's not mutually exclusive, either obligation or your heart. It's not one or the other. Right, Michael? Put it in your own words. Put it in your own. Right. I mean, you've raised a whole separate subject that is important. But the point is that from the focus that the Talmud's trying to bring, we're clear that it's not a choice. We should be, I hope we're clear, that it's actually not better to orient our lives in such a way so that it's so wonderful when I feel moved to show up. Marge, did you want to say something? Exactly right. Marge is exactly right, and you're agreeing 100% with the Talmud. Because what the Talmud is saying is the reason why you get more zechut, more points, more points for performing the act that you're obligated to perform is because it's so easy whenever we feel obligated to not want to do it. I mean, I'm tweaking a little bit what you're saying, but to actually show up when we're obligated to overcome that resistance, like, don't tell me what to do. I mean, that doesn't happen in my home, of course. But here's what the Rambam, Maimonides, has to say to Marge. Marge's point was, did you hear it? It's not great to just do something out of obligation without your heart in it. And we all agree with that. Except, I'll say two things. One is, the hungry people, like, they don't really need our hearts. What they need from us is for us to show up fully stocked and provide them care with the materials that they need, the food, the clothing, and so forth. That's what they need. So Maimonides says there's two different ways to fulfill an obligation. One is through this, actually driven by fear of not doing it, which is actually a very important motivator in life. Not just for kids, but we know with kids. And then there's the highest level, which is fulfilling our obligations out of ahava, love. And always it's a journey to go from a place of like resentment that I have to take out the trash to taking out the trash with a great attitude. You love it, Marge, right? That you get the most amount of credit for. And ultimately, if I can connect this back to the counting of the Omer, to the journey from slavery to freedom, from Egypt to Mount Sinai, it is in our ability and our determination, our desire, our effort to, number one, be good to our commitments, and two, in other words, to fulfill the obligations, and two, to fulfill them with the kind of kavanah, the kind of spirit, the kind of joy that transforms ourselves, our own hearts, and transforms our relationships. That ultimately is, I think, the Jewish journey from slavery to freedom. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. What? Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, we're on page. Thank you, Lee. The obligation. Page 278. We're going to recite the blessing in the middle. Is it 278? Yes, in the middle of the page. 278. Okay. Everyone ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Our praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer in the English. Today is the 7th day, which is 1 week and 0 days of the Omer. Let us all say Amen. Please rise for Aleinu on page 282.
At least think tomorrow is going to be about the Omer. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great connection.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latei gedula leotzer breishit, shehu notei shamayim v'yotzer haaretz, u'moshav yikaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shchinatu zo begovei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein od. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Be seated. As always, we remember loved ones before concluding. And if I share the name of a loved one, please feel free to rise. Not on this list yet, because we haven't yet buried your beloved mom, Danny, Cynthia Rockland at Sekel. So we're not saying Kaddish for her yet because we haven't buried her, but she's very much in our hearts, Danny. We remember as well, laid to rest this past week, Isaac Horowitz, father of Lori Beth and David, grandfather of Callie and Reuben. And remember in the period of Shloshim, Ellen Weiser, and the period of the observing a Yortzeit, Howard Abelies, Ann Bartner, Leon Dobbin, Barry Griebler, Simon Gunod, Rebecca Horowitz, Irving Cursius and Lillian Cursius, Eric Levi and Inga Levi, Zoya Leveeva and Hattie Pickman and Harry Pickman, Susan Ross, Helen Chrisus and Benjamin Chrisus, Helen Zahner, Jeffrey Stadler, Martin Weiss, and Herb Weiner. Is there anyone who someone's remembering his name is not on the list, like to share and rise and share the name? Anyone else? If it's your custom to rise with the mourners, do so. We're on page 294. 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach urtei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dachol Beit Yisrael v'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shmei Kudshah B'rechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and let us say amen. Please be seated, except our dear President, Ron Epstein.
There you go. Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach. For those that are still celebrating, still eating matzah. I hope your digestion's been okay. Thank you, Mayor Feldman, Rabbi Feldman, and Cantor Lappin, and Shai Kedmi for your musical inspiration. Thank you to our greeters. Jen Still and Ann Finkelstein for taking on the duties this evening. I'm always struck by when we do Kaddish and we say Kaddish, to watch first of all, to hear the names of our beloved community who have passed, and that's sad enough. But then to share with all of you as those names of people who are beloved to you are read and you folks rise. It feels very personal to me to see people that I care about and the extended family. So it strikes me every single week, and it's always on the one hand sad, on the other hand it's a blessing to be able to be here with you while you remember those folks. Anyway, so sadly we are all pretty aware that anti-Semitism is on the rise in Asia, in the Middle East, in Europe, and even here at home in the United States. The old and ugly scourge of anti-Semitism and anti-Israel sentiment spewing out from the far extremes on both ends of the political spectrum, even in the very chambers of government. Jeremy Corbyn in the UK, here in the States, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib in the United States Congress. This month, however, we saw some signs of hope from a rather unusual place. Voters in the Ukraine elected Volodymyr, I'll let Vlad say the Russian names, Volodymyr Zelensky as their president. Now, most of the major news outlets, when first reporting on this story, focused on Mr. Zelensky's chosen profession as the highlight of their coverage. Mr. Zelensky is a comedian by trade. Now, I'm not exactly sure why this should have been of such of an amazement to the news media, as it seems to me that the vast majority of politicians these days are comedians in one way or another. I'm sure you can agree. The real story here, though, is that Mr. Zelensky is Jewish. With a rich history that dates back to the 16th century, the Ukraine was once a major center of European Jewish life and a significant contributor to the economic and social fabric of that nation. As has been the fate of our people, however, in so many places throughout the diaspora, good favor turned bad, and the Ukraine for well over a century has been known as a hotbed for anti-Semitic sentiment. From the Tsars to the Nazis to the communists, the fate of Ukraine's Jewish population was one of sorrow. My mother's family, my grandparents, aunts and uncles were all immigrants from a small shtetl town just outside of Odessa. Growing up, I was taught the family lore of pogroms, of persecution, and ultimately of emigration here to the States. Today's Ukraine boasts a Jewish population in the 150,000 to 170,000 range. That's ranking it approximately 6th or 7th largest in the world. And Jewish life and culture is once again on the rise. Interestingly, though, it is the Jewish population itself that had been most critical of Mr. Zelensky's candidacy and his election, fearful that the newfound favor could yet turn again. And I suppose that is completely understandable. Even with that understandable trepidation, though, there is reason to feel inspired. Mr. Zelensky, you see, is not alone. Ukraine's prime minister, Vladimir Groysman, is also Jewish, making the Ukraine, unbelievably, the only country outside of Israel where both the heads of state and the heads of government, they do it a little differently than here in the States, are both Jewish. So I'm not suggesting that caution shouldn't be kept at heart for the people and the Jewish population of the Ukraine, but perhaps, just perhaps, we're turning a corner. So really amazing. My grandparents would be shocked by that for sure. I have no doubt. So some really important announcements. I'm going to go backwards in time because you can understand that. I'm going to go forwards in time and come backwards because you'll understand that. So Friday, May 17th, we have a special Kabbalat Shabbat with the incredible Jerusalem-based musicians. Pronounce it for me, Vlad? Nava Tehillah. They'll be here at 7 p.m. on Friday, May 17th for our Shabbat service. Sunday, May 5th, Rabbinic Dialogue, once again our annual tradition. Rabbis Del Polikoff, Mayor and Tara Feldman, along with Yaakov Lerner and Howard Stecker, will be at Great Neck Synagogue, 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, May 1st, this coming Wednesday, is our Yom HaShoah celebration, music and prayer at 7 p.m. This Sunday, April 28th, adult ed program, Seeing Through an Artist's Eye with congregant Eileen Walk at 11:30 a.m. And now, tomorrow, maybe one of the best events in my 6+ years as president, we celebrate the welcoming of Judah Lev Lappin-Molbaum as an official member of this congregation. I hope that you folks can join us. If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, please be here. Torah study, by the way, is at 9 o'clock. Exactly. 9 o'clock, 10 a.m. for the Shabbat morning service. And Judah Lev's welcome. I assume he's gotten a lot bigger since the bris. So
He's gained almost half his size.
He's gained half his size. But that's.
He had a question. Is the first year is free, right?
What's that?
The first year of membership is free, right?
Yes. The first year is free. So to everyone, I hope you can join us tomorrow morning. Shabbat Shalom. Have a fantastic weekend.
Excellent. All right. We close Cantor Lappin.
And a special greeting special shout out to our bakers.
Yes, thank you to all our bakers. I don't think there's any bakers. Were there any bakers? Oh, yes, thank you to all
Linda,
the bakers.
Roberta, who else? Beth? No. All Pesadecha. Excellent.
Join us for our wonderful, for our Kiddush and Motzi downstairs and our delicious, delicious oneg. The words for our closing song are on Rabbi Meir's text sheet. It's at the very top. Inspire through purpose. Be known by love. This was a melody composed by Boaz Dorot, an Israeli composer, and that we hope to sing throughout the next year or 2 or 3 or 5 or
Exactly.
next 90 of Temple Beth-El. Inspire through purpose, be known by love. Inspire through purpose, be known by love. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Inspire through purpose, be known by love. Inspire through purpose, be known by love. Me'orer matara, mukar be'ahava. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Me'orer matara, mukar be'ahava. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Inspire through purpose, be known by love. Inspire through purpose, be known by love.
Shabbat Shalom. It's great. Wow. It's beautiful.